All right, you guys, we are back. It's your boy Q. Up next, we have Joe Budden goes off on J. Cole for apologizing to Drake on Port Antonio over Kendrick Lamar beef. Shout out to Trick Smooth for the video. Honestly, we all know that J. Cole definitely moves to the beat of his own drum, but there's no way he wouldn't have seen this coming. Fam, referencing the beef after all this time has elapsed and the fact that you bowed out the way you did, more power to him if that's what brought him peace, because at the end of the day, no one should tell anyone how they should react or how they should move in any type of situation, you know? But once you put something out for public consumption, whether it's a song, art piece, honestly, anything, you do open it up for praise and criticism. So for him to big up Drake and kind of sub Kendrick, even though some people aren't seeing that as a sub, like who knows how Kendrick's going to see it. It wouldn't surprise me for Kendrick to throw a few shots his way. It's not like he's shy in doing that. For me, J. Cole is definitely one of the most elite rappers in the game. I just feel like for a lot of people, he definitely took himself out of the equation when it comes up for the discussion of who's the number one guy. When honestly, I still think the dude is elite. Bar-wise, the dude can go bar for bar. But once you bow out the way he did and take yourself out of the running, you can't be surprised when people change their view on you. This is one of those things that maybe he shouldn't have brought up the beef and just rapped his ass off. It's something that obviously the dude is elite. But enough dilly-dallying. Let's jump right into the video. Again, it's entitled Joe Budden goes off on J. Cole for apologizing to Drake on Port Antonio over Kendrick Lamar beef.
Go sit your ass over there with Sunshine Anderson and the rest of the people that
What a start.
change their mind.
Yes, nigga.
Don't pop back up and say, if I woulda, I coulda, but then I woulda lost. Nigga, no. Not over dead presidents.
He does stay using Jay-Z samples.
That's where I agree with Parks.
And Ye
You ever
samples.
heard dead presidents? The nigga was holding his man's hand at the hospital bed, saying, I'm gonna kill them niggas for you. Get the fuck out of here with this soft shit. I hate this soft hip-hop shit. It's soft. Call it what it is. These hip-hop niggas is feeling like hoes out here.
I will say this. While a lot of people do share that sentiment, Joe has also been forced to apologize for talking about the wrong people.
Is peace not the right answer? Well, J. Cole just released his response to him backing out of the rap war.
And I don't want to take anything away from the fact that J. Cole did rap his butt off. Like the dude definitely smoked the track. Some of those bars is just things that people do not want to hear from him right now.
2024. We actually have some live footage, as you can see on your screen right now. And everyone who listened to it had this collective look, especially Joe Budden and crew, because they were trying to figure out when is this type of response ever
Doug is definitely getting out, especially with how inept the prosecution has been.
necessary. Is this a public apology to Drake, or is this just a public service announcement trying to show people that there's a better way? Sometimes war is necessary, but not when it comes to my friends. But Joe Budden's point is,
and like the analogies that they're trying to make, comparing it to war, is kind of ridiculous. There is no like literal blood on their hands. Like, yeah, it got super personal, and a lot of that is because Drake took it there and Kendrick responded with the same. It's just that his narrative stuck. But yeah, man, J. Cole probably shouldn't have brought up the beef, especially after so long, especially after so much time has passed. And he did have a streak of a few features that were literally changing the narrative that people had. It's not like the dude can't rap. The dude is one of the best to do it. It's some people just aren't built for competition, no matter how much they rap about it. It almost seems like he was looking for like a friendly sparring match versus an actual battle. Battles are going to get personal. If you're going to claim to be number one, you're basically putting a target on your back.
these rappers were never friends to begin with, which evolved into a
Industry
greater
friends.
argument about rap war etiquette. What's up, y'all? It's your man Talkless World reporting for the Chick Smooth channel. We got to talk about this. Kendrick Lamar started the rap war of 2024 with his feature on Like That by Future and Metro Boomin. And then J. Cole responded first with the 7-minute drill track, but he would wave the white flag before Kendrick was able to reply to him, which then cleared the way for Drake.
It may have been because it didn't have the impact he thought it would have had. A lot of people were like, yo, I don't even think you believe the stuff that you're trying to say about Kendrick.
And Kendrick to go back and forth. So J. Cole choosing not to engage in a rap war would be totally fine if he didn't jump in the ring and throw a punch. You can't let a shot off and then say, I actually don't want a part of this war. If someone shoots at you, they
The dude ducked out before anyone else could respond back.
can then say, I'll take it.
And mind you, I love J. Cole's music. It's this action in particular is what is up for criticism. And like I've said many times, once you put your art out there, you're not just putting it out for praise. You're putting it out to maybe some type of criticism. It's just part of the game, and it's not just for music. It's for anything that you put out for public consumption.
I'm sorry. No, we've gone too far. It may be a little too late for that. And Joe Budden and the rest of the pod discuss it.
Having his back when Kendrick was kicking his back in, and Kendrick said in the line, "You did cold foul and not responding at a timely manner." So when he could have
Kendrick actually looked out for Cole, and for like Cole to go and sub him is crazy, especially after the one that's really been subbing and honestly shooting some direct lines at Cole has been Drake.
Came out and said, "Yo, nah, Drake never did me foul, so he did it now. He did the right thing he's supposed to do for his man."
He never turned on Drake. He dissed Kendrick as well. He dissed Kendrick first. What the f is he apologizing?
But because he got on a public stage. Kendrick's biggest record, he said, did Cole foul. You remember that part?
But he got on a public stage and said, "Yo, I'm apologizing to you, my nigga, blah, 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 blah," to Kendrick. Because he said what he did was some bogus shit. What the f is he apologizing to Drake for? We don't know the behind the scenes shit that he might feel guilty for.
Obviously, Drake feels some type of way. We all know him to be very, very sensitive, even publicly. And obviously one of the reasons that Drake is salty with Cole is the fact that Cole did drop out. He probably assumed that they were going to go 2v1 against Kendrick, and that was going to be the game plan. And obviously that wasn't the case. I'm pretty sure Drake felt disappointed. This is something that could have probably definitely been done over a phone call or a text message versus like putting it out on a record, putting it out on wax, and getting this public backlash. Like, is this really surprising to anyone?
Valid question.
Or it could be like it said when he got on stage. He got on stage and did all that apologizing to Kendrick. "I love you, Kendrick, Kendrick, Kendrick." Drake can feel away. Oh, okay, so you want to make
he ain't trust Drake in that
Man,
shit.
they call it a bitch like it is. Sometimes you cheat behind your girl back, you make it up privately, and she wants the public display of, "Yo, tell them you did me wrong
Post me. Post me and tag me.
and we back right." But get the f out of here with this shit.
And guess what, niggas? And guess what most niggas do?
What? So publicly,
baby, baby, you the greatest thing in my life. Blah blah blah. I'm lost in the world without you, and all that other shit publicly.
Awesome.
You want to see one?
Awesome. And now all of that dude, all of his bitches reserve the right to look at him different.
Of course, man. You do that, man. All the side chicks you had, all the sneaking links you had are definitely going to hit you up in the DMs. And you never know. They might go woman to woman or man to man if that's the case, and expose you from there. But yeah, man, like I said, none of this is really surprising.
Which is what J. Cole is
what Cole is saying.
Yeah, but that's my problem. What do you mean you finally free?
Obviously, it got way more personal than they possibly could have anticipated. But is that a good reason to not only bow out of the war, but it hadn't even gotten to that level yet. Like I said, there wasn't even a response from Kendrick nor Drake to that 7-minute drill track. Like, he pulled out before any of that would have been possible. And while he did face a lot of criticism after that, I feel like after it got really personal, a lot of people kind of switched up their, or at least softened their stance, basically saying, yeah, he did the right thing. He did the smart move. So like in hindsight, it does seem that like Cole made the right decision, but the fact that you keep bringing it up, it's just going to bring that taste to people's mouth. Pause. So the reactions to me are definitely not like surprising. If I was him, which I'm obviously not, I would have just, dude, just put on like these clinics and rap and then go from there. Don't address the very thing that made people look at you a little funny. With all that being said, like I said, I still think he's one of the most elite rappers. He might, you never know, but the fact is that we'll never know. He dropped out, and with him on the track saying like, oh yeah, like I probably wouldn't have lost, basically, as he was inferring, like it's obviously not something that would bode well for him, especially publicly. And continue to do songs with people from the quote-unquote op side.
Rocky,
A$AP Rocky,
Future,
Daylight, and the rest of the TDE guys.
That dismisses all accountability from the part that he has played.
That's true.
In the Big Three debacle.
I agree with that.
What do you mean you finally free as if you never wanted parts of the Big Three conversation? That is a low.
He has been rapping about it for years. Even on First Person Shooter, which was very recent, he rapped about it. He feel like Ali, you know? So when you pull out these claims, don't be surprised when somebody calls you on it.
Of crap. And I'm not going to let you niggas just piss on me and tell me it's raining. Get the fuck out of here.
He could have wanted parts of that and then saw where it was going and said, you know, I don't want to deal with this shit no more. Y'all can have that shit. Y'all can have all that Big Three shit.
Or, to be honest,
yo, then go sit your ass over there with Sunshine Anderson and the rest of the people that changed their mind.
Yes, nigga.
Don't pop
Sunshine
back up
catching
and say,
strays.
if I woulda, I coulda, but then I would have lost, nigga.
Yeah, people don't want to hear that.
No. Not over dead presidents.
Yo,
That's where I agree with Parks. You ever heard dead presidents? The nigga was holding his man's hand at the hospital bed, saying, I'm gonna kill them niggas for you. Get the fuck out of here with this soft. I hate this soft hip-hop shit. It's soft. Call it what it is. These hip-hop niggas is feeling like hoes out here. These niggas.
Competition has definitely always been a part of hip-hop, and it's led to a lot of really, really, really classic music. When somebody's getting challenged like that, it can either make you or break you, and we've definitely witnessed a lot of greatness that comes from these type of things. Like, I feel like the only reason why it went as personal as it did was definitely because of Drake, and I don't really think that would have been the case with J. Cole. I don't think Kendrick would have stooped to that. Yeah, he's going to try to take your head off, but he's going to do it rap-wise. He's not going to go personal, at least not with Cole. And if he does, it's probably going to be like something light about how he is the peace-loving guy or whatever like narrative like Kendrick would want to push through song. But I wouldn't think it would have gotten as personal. And honestly, I really don't think there would have been enough of that to pull to make anything sound too crazy anyway.
Out here are hoes and bitches.
I was just about to agree with you.
These niggas are hoes having to cater to the feelings of niggas that they don't invite to Thanksgiving, to Christmas, to New Year's Eve.
You don't know that.
You don't know
that.
I'm talking for me. Y'all don't know it, nigga. Speak for y'all.
So you know.
Don't speak for me. I'm talking for me. These niggas ain't friends. None of them.
Yeah, I don't think they're friends. I think they just have a common thing that they can relate to. Like, yo, we're the most elite people in the industry right now. And I think that's where their connection, like, kind of lives and dies. You know, I don't really think they're friends like that. Yeah, if they're hanging around, if they're in a session together, they'll joke around. But I do think that's where it ends. Maybe the occasional text. I don't think they're friends how we would categorize friends as anyway. I think it's just industry homies.
The end. Y'all can think whatever y'all want.
Sure.
None of them are friends.
Hey, they can think whatever they want too, though.
He might we just in a beneficial business
to work
in a beneficial business to where it's smoke and mirrors, and we're not allowed to say none of what really is, and if we did, the whole thing would come to.
Man, I've been in sessions, man, as a producer where like you hear these artists will badmouth the person that they're paying a feature on, but they're featuring this person because of the clout it would bring to the record. So yeah, none of this is surprising. I don't think none of these people really like each other like that. It is just for like appearances and for like just the public display, because like it is competitive and people do want to be the number one guy. It's even if they don't say it, they want to be the number one guy. They just may feel like, oh, I don't have the skill set to be that, but they would prefer to be the guy.
Tumbling down like Jenga in London Bridge. I don't want to hear
for
this
the most part.
I don't. Not over dead presidents. Not this part. And my caveat.
The joke going off.
Exceptional rapping.
Oh,
fact. I'm saying too.
That's a point that I definitely don't want getting lost in the conversation. I've said it multiple times. The dude rapped his ass off. Like, there's not too many people that can go bar for bar with J. Cole. That's a fact. I don't think that's going to change. But perception is perception.
2 different points.
True.
This is exceptional rapping. And this whole little Drake, y'all fans and the memes portion is my favorite pocket that he get in.
Yeah, he did. He went crazy.
It's my favorite pocket. So these are two, and these points are independent of one another is all I'm saying.
So basically, as soon as you join any type of rap war, even if it's a little bit during the beginning, you can never back out of it until it's fully over and there's nothing but bodies in the street. I don't know if that's fair.
Oh, they're making yo, man. Yeah, the connections they're trying to make between war and rap, a rap battle or a rap beef is crazy. Bodies in the streets, I don't think it would have led to that. Like, you're inferring that this beef would have turned to something that I don't think it would have ever turned into, especially for J. Cole. I do think that the way Kendrick views Drake is totally different than how he views J. Cole. While I feel like, yeah, he does think he's the best, I don't think he hates Cole at all. I just don't like the whole narrative he's painting that, like, all right, like this beef is going to lead to bodies in the street and stuff like that. Like, I don't, that's not the case. That never was the case. None of these people, while they do have ties, none of them are gangsters, man. None of that's going to happen. Like, but it would have been cool to see like them test their skill sets. It would have been dope. Like, this is something that definitely builds legacies and can obviously change a legacy. So while I do feel like, honestly, in a few years, Cole's catalog is his catalog, his discography. It's not too many that can compete with him. We're going to be looking at him like one of the GOATs. This is just something that It is a stain on the resume, but to me, I still enjoy Cole verse. I think the dude can rap with anybody, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Yeah, the Grippy feature was one thing, but man, everyone got misses, man. Your favorite rapper got misses. So I don't think that should be made into like a huge deal or points against him. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see. This is something that like I'm pretty sure that anyone in their right mind could have told Cole that there was going to be some type of backlash. People were going to be talking, but maybe this is what he wanted. It's been a minute since he bowed out the beef. I want to say since like April, but like, yeah, this is something that like he kind of did to himself. If he wouldn't have referenced this at all, I don't think people would have been this up in arms. But because he did, obviously it made it into a story. He rapped his ass off, but definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Cole should have put this record out? Or maybe if he would have put it out, maybe omitting some of those lines. This is something that obviously is a huge discussion right now. Also, let me know if you guys think Kendrick is going to respond to this. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if he did, and also wouldn't surprise me if he didn't. But knowing Kendrick and how he's willing to trade bars with anybody, I could totally see him at least throwing a few bars in there, whether they may be subs or direct. But I'm pretty sure Kendrick has proven to everybody that he doesn't mind putting your name in the rap, bro. But yeah, time will tell, man. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like, subscribe button, guys. Guys, the channel is doing freaking amazing. It's honestly all thanks to you guys. The dialogue's super, super dope. I'm getting to a bunch of the comments today. And yeah, hope you guys love the video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Also, let me know what you guys think about Joe's rant. So you guys think this was called for, at least his intensity.